Welcome everybody. So here in the new ASM office, we got a big area. Out here is all of our athlete consultants. So what the athlete consultant's going to do is help any of you guys out there looking to get a scholarship here in the US, basically run you through the basics, how the process works, where you might fit into the collegiate system. And that's going to be your kind of athlete consultant that stays with you throughout this entire journey. So if you are interested in obviously getting a scholarship, definitely reach out to one of these guys. But yeah, that's where it kind of all starts, and then from there, it moves into the whole team helping, right? You join ASM, you want us to find you a scholarship here in the US. This is where the placement team is. We're a little bit crazy, a couple of calls going on there right now, so we'll hop in a second when things have died down a bit and take you through what kind of happens next. I mean, basically here in the placement room is where we're going to be connecting our student athletes with the schools. Once we kind of work out what the game plan is for them, what they need to do, when they need to be doing it, me and my team here are just going to be calling the coaches, making the connections to the schools, helping them through every step of this process so that we can get this done. Got tons of whiteboards around here because we want to try and keep on top of everything. In terms of the placement side of things, we make close to between 50 and 100 on a weekly basis coach connections, so actually connecting athletes with coaches, getting them to get that conversation started. We track everything here in terms of commitment. So in the last 4 weeks, there are 11 Division I commitments, which has been really good, including 4 full rides. These are athletes coming from Portugal, Norway, South Africa, Spain, Sweden. So we really are a very international team, as you can tell from the entire office. So, we've helped athletes from over 86 different countries now. Just in the last 4 weeks, it was over $500,000 in scholarship saved, which has been absolutely amazing to be a part of and changing a lot of the athletes' lives. Lots more to come, so lots of cool updates.
I'm currently updating when we post on our social media for each kid, making sure that everyone's seen on our social media. Coaches often follow that and check in with us to they'll have a look at the players we're posting on there, and they'll get in touch with us, give us a call and say, hey Matt, really interested in this kid you just posted on the social. So it's good to keep a calendar of that and stay on top of that.
I always knew that I wanted to help people. So honestly, being in an atmosphere where I can help kids go through what I went through and get the opportunities that I did was always a dream. It was purely destiny that I bumped into everything here, and it was great. It was a perfect fit. So I'm really happy I made that decision. Now we're here.
Amazing. Justin, keep training hard. We'll catch up in a few weeks, and anything you need, I'll get on top of all of this stuff and have Christoph reach out.
So what kind of call was that?
That was a catch-up call, and now I have a call about commitments and job offers, school offers.
Great part about the placement is obviously when a kid commits to an athlete commits to a university. It's all done. It's all good. So today I'm going to talk a bit about Gabriel. He is a track and field runner from Portugal. He started super late with us. I think we started working in May. He was thinking about a gap year for 2022. A really good opportunity at High Point in North Carolina came along. He was able to get that all done, sorted. I was just checking in with him. We made a nice little social media post for him that's going to go up on our Instagram. So really happy for Gabriel. We got it over the line. Was a lot of hard work over the last month, but no, super excited for him. So that's obviously one of the great things about the commitment is when they finally sign that scholarship letter, get everything sorted, they're on their flight out there. So all happened very quickly for Gabriel in a month, but we like to put the success out there on Instagram, and hopefully others see, and other people want to get helped just in the same way we did with Gabriel.
My recruiting tip for more current clients really is definitely to keep us and the coaches updated with all your tournament results and scores and stats and things like that. It's great to keep coaches in the loop, definitely keeps them interested. If you're pretty inactive with a coach, that connection can kind of fall away, so it's great to keep that connection with them, keep them updated and keep their interest.
Work on getting comfortable being on the phone with coaches. It's super important once we make a connection for you and once you find a school that you like to be comfortable being on the phone with them. Really try to get your personality out, tell them what you like to do outside of golf, tell them all your interests, explain how good you are at school, and all those things are very important for them to see you not only as a good player but as a good person and someone that's going to be very coachable in their team.
Tip is definitely to start this process early, get the ball rolling, when probably you're 3 or 4 years out. You've got to put yourself in the position. If you're an international student out there, you've got to put yourself in the same position as the Americans out here. Everything they do when they start high school at 14 is gearing them for college, getting them ready for college athletics, college education. So definitely look into this process early. I know, coming from England, that we didn't look into university until you were 17, 18. It's very last minute. But here in the US, it's different. There's limited scholarships, limited spaces on teams. So definitely start getting the ball rolling early. Definitely get your name out there. And yeah, it's gonna be a smooth sailing from there.
I would say the most important thing is really to keep in communication with the whole team here. We create WhatsApp groups, so it's really nice to have the whole family involved with the team. And anything you guys have questions on, don't ever hesitate to ask. There's never too many questions.
One great thing about being here in Florida in the US, not just the great weather here, but being on the same time zone as all the coaches and obviously all of the athletes that are out here in the US competing, we get to check in with everyone. So it's great to catch up, see how things are going with all of the athletes that are out here, how their first seasons are going, checking in with them. But also sometimes the not so good stuff, people get homesick, and also there are a few occasions where people might want to move on from university, not just if we place them, but there are lots of international athletes out here that go to a university and for whatever reason, academics or location or the coach leaves, they might want to move on. So that's something that we help with, help stay connected. If anything goes wrong at that kind of university, helping them move on to another institution, maybe it's another great fit for them. So anything like that, we love to see results like that, which is always great to see.